Testing 1 2. 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 How y'all feeling out there? All right, let's get this show on the road. Alright. We had a little bit of technical difficulties at first, but now we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. What's up, people? Alright, we had a lot of things happen this week. Hopefully you can hear me. A lot of things happened this week. Turn this down just a tidbit so that you can hear me in the background. What's up, fam? What's up, fam, everybody? You know, we got the chat room going. Introduce yourself. Put yourself in the chat. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing up. Just let me check this out real quick. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So let's get down to it. We had some couple things that happened this week. A couple of things that happened this week that was big attention grabbers. MPC released their latest update, the 2.12.2. It's crazy because I just updated my software to the 2.12.1.35. I know it's a lot, but now we got 12.2 and we got a lot of free air instruments, which is good, and some stability updates as well from what I've been hearing. So that's like big news. You know, somebody said we got an early Christmas present. On the Native Instruments side, you know, everybody been raving for the past week about my guys, MSX Audio. You know, shout out and props to St. Joe, props to M Simp. Props to Daniel Steele. Props to Tone Jones with another fire kit. Of course, you know I use Kit Maker, and I put that bad boy in in the MPC. You know, if you saw the other live, you saw me go through that as well. What's up, people? We are here. We're here. So I just came to pop on for a quick moment just to talk to my people. Of course, last time we were here, I also talked about the Teletone retrograde bass. It was a 1960s bass that gives a dope sound. If you see today, I've put kind of like the video out there. I've chopped up the live and put the video out there as a short. Even though sometimes, you know, YouTube will consider it a video instead of a short. But still, you know, we out there. So those are some of the things that we got going on. So Akai did their thing. Native Instruments has been doing their thing. There's some other instrument companies out there that are doing their thing as well. You know, so you know, as long as you keep making the music, everything's good. So tell me, what type of music do you make, and how do you make it? What I mean is, what's your DAW of choice? What's your weapon of choice? You know, right now I have a multitude and a myriad of things. I'm using Ableton. I got the free version of Fruity Loops because, you know, I wanted to hear about it. Everybody's raving about the stem separation. I haven't dived into or dove into it yet, but I will go on in the future. Still using the MPC. Of course, I showed y'all last time. I use Kit Maker. You know, preset maker. Don't get all the presets like you want to. I still need to. What's good? We're doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing all right as well. Preset maker. I gotta work with preset maker a little more. I tried to do the homage kit or the Play Series instrument, but I couldn't bring that over. I got rid of the MPC, and a lot of people, not MPC, but I got rid of the Maschine Plus, and a couple of people, you know, they think I don't like Maschine. It's not Native Instruments, I should say. But, you know, I still think they produce great sounds, amazing sounds, things of that nature. I'm not backpedaling. I meant what I said about the Plus. Get an MK3 instead. But if they want to give me the new keyboard, I'll gladly review it. You hear that, Native? I will gladly review it. Yeah, but other than that, everything's going good. You know, fam's doing well. You know, job's doing well. Everything's going well. We in here making beats. As you can hear, this is a beat I just made. I was making a video and made this beat. Now, video came out very crappy, so I didn't post it. So I figured I'd talk about it in here and discuss some things and some, you know, especially for those that want to kind of, you want to make quick bass lines. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm the type that I can make bass lines on this. I can use the pad perform. You know, I can do it all. You're going to hear like a little beeping and a buzzing. I have not figured out what's going on. Typically, when I have too many USB devices connected, you get this beep in the background. And then I disconnect my keyboard and it'll go away. But it's persistent right now. So I'm going to change view, and I want to talk about the beat, but I want to also talk about some things. If I want to go back to that video, if I can get to that video, it's a video about filtered basses. And when I get to the filtered bass video, I want to read through some of the comments from the filtered bass video, just so I can, you know, talk about it real quick and tell everybody, you know, kind of the easiest way to do things. Let me scroll down, look through here. I should have been more prepared. Filtered bass lines. I'll know it when I see it. Nope, that's not it. Next page. Got it right here. Getting ready to come up on it on the filtered bass lines. There we go. All right. No, that's track mutes. Filtered bass lines. So, a lot of people have made videos about it. You know, I made a couple videos about it, but this video right here got 4,000 views and a lot of comments, a host of comments, 53 comments. So if you give me 1 second, I'm gonna pull it up, but I'm not gonna like play the video. I want to go through the comments and read through the comments of people that have responded. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna change my display. All right. So my man here. I'm gonna scroll more towards the bottom. Let's see. We got eardrops. He liked the video. Sorry for the late response. Went to the post office. It's a couple people that I was trying to help out. Let's see. I know the gentleman. He said something about he got lost in the process. And when he got lost in the process, all right, got lost in the process. So I'm gonna break it down. I can't find the exact one. So just filter the main loop. There's an old music producer tip, Pete Rock, Diamond D. Yeah, that's me talking right there. Somebody really liked it. Let me see what else we got here. This is the part where we start slowing down. I want to try to keep it all together. But anyway, I want to thank everybody that commented on that and watched that video and shared. Some people even shared their way that they filter bass lines. So I'm going to go ahead and change my display, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. All right. Let me change this around so everybody can see. Sorry for all that noise. All right. So with this right here, 1 second. We're going to get a little closer. All right. Okay. So with this particular track, what I did is I have a number of tracks. I have 1, 2, 3, and 3. Well, actually 3 tracks. With those 3 tracks, what I did, I'm trying to make it focus. With those 3 tracks, what I did is I made one with the sample. I made one sample track. Those are drums. All right, one sample track. So that was one sample. I got it from a free sample. You might have seen them on Instagram. So I downloaded this sample pack. When I downloaded this sample pack, this was the sample I actually went for. But what I did with that particular sample, before I did anything to it, like add effects or anything like that, I took the sample, and with what I did after taking the sample, I actually chopped the sample up. When I chopped the sample up, I figured the way that I wanted to play the sample, which in turn, I kind of did this. So after I recorded that, which sounds like this, so after I recorded that, then what I did is I took my sample. Now, how did I do that? I went right here in the track. And right here, it may be a little hard to see. Well, I don't know why. This camera should be better than this. This lens costs quite a bit. But you have something here that says bounce to sample right there. There's bounce to sample. When I bounced at the sample, then I came out with another sample. Go right here to this track right here. I came out with this sample. Now, it wasn't like that. I actually chopped it up like that. It was all on one pad. So I chopped it up I took the sample from the first group or program, bounced it to an audio file, or really a sample, and then I chopped it up. After I chopped it up, I went into mix and came here, and then I added all of my filters. I added a low pass filter. I added a limiter on it so that I could bring the sound up. I put a para EQ on it. After the para EQ, I added a maximizer, and I saved my effects chain. And after saving my effects chain, that's when, I took it a step further. So I bounced all of this to another, basically another drum program. So that was the sample. Bounced it to a drum program, and then I chopped it up, and then made sure I added all those effects to it, the low pass filter, things of that nature. And one person, their question was, well, why do you do that? Well, I did that because what I wanted to do is I wanted to put myself in a position where I could, give me 1 second. I put myself in a position where I could, basically, if I wanted to do mutes and do different things with the sample, I could do that as far as the bass is concerned. Now, as you see, it's kind of low. I kind of, turned it down because I didn't want it conflicting with the drums. So, and this is how the drums sound. Oh, sorry, track 3. So this is how my drums sound. That's it for right now, because this is just a sketch. And with this just being a sketch, this is kind of what I did to make the sketch work like this. So and I didn't even add the boom, 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 because I wanted it to be a little rhythmic and things of that nature. This sample pack, the drums, the kit, the drums actually come from Bolo. These are Bolo's drums. So let me go back here. So these are Bolo's drums. This comes from his X Factor kit. This is Bolo drums. Bolo? Yep. So, they're really good. They do sound really good. But that's kind of the way I did that. So one track has a high pass filter. The other track has a low pass filter, and all I wanted to do is just make a quick bass line. It's not the kind of bass I wanted. And when you filtering and you put a low pass filter, you're just trying to take out all the highs so that you'll have a deeper bass. And then sometimes you may need to add effects to make it sound a little lower. So if I was to play that second track by itself, didn't come out the way I wanted, but it still filtered out the highs. So it adds a different dynamic to the track. All right. So that's kind of what I did to filter bass, and I hope that answers the questions when they say, I got lost. So that step was first, get your sample, chop your sample, record your sample. After you record your sample, you want to bounce the track to a sample. After I bounced the track to a sample, I created a new program. After I created a new program, I chopped the sample the way that I want it. So, and that would be program 2. After I chopped the sample the way I wanted to, I went to my mix tab. And after I went here, I went in there and I added effects. A little hard to see, but I added a low pass filter. I added the air limiter. I add a para EQ, and I add the air maximizer just to give it a little bit of, make it louder. But then in the mix, I turned everything down because I didn't want it to fight with the 808 drums. The 808 drums come from Bolo. Bolo? Yeah, Bolo. His X Factor kit. Real dope kit. Then I went back to track 1. As you can hear, this is track 1 right here. I'm going to solo it. Kind of low. Kind of hard to hear, right? So what I did was, I added a high pass filter to it. So if I go here to the mix and I go here, you'll see it's a little hard to see, but it's just a high pass filter. So I added my high pass filter. And after doing that, it gets out of the way of the track. So that was to answer the gentleman's question. And then we got this. And then I wanted everything to move out of the way of the drums. No, it's not finished mix, but I just did it to my ear to make it sound good. I know that beeping is freaking irritating, but I can't get it out for some reason. My tricks aren't working. Um, so yeah, so that was that. That's a quick way to filter bass. So if you're working in your samples, you can go ahead and you can filter your bass and make a quick sample. And then if you wanted to play bass, it's easy to play. All you gotta do is just find the key of your song and hit that particular key. Once you understand chords or understand scales, let me say that. So it's scales. So you go to notes, scales, then chords, and then once you're on the chords, then you go into progressions, and then progressions are just a group of chords. Especially study the circle of fifths and the circle of fourths. Then you'll understand. But everything is to ear. You're looking for your music to highs and lows and to resolve, to have a conversation. So once you find those things out, then it's gonna make everything better. So if there aren't any other questions, I just wanted to pop on real quick and do this video like this. Another thing I can get into is I can tell y'all what I use to edit videos. I use CapCut as well as I use DaVinci Resolve. Love it. I switched during the pandemic because Premiere Pro was like killing my CPU. So yeah, I did that there. Of course, I use Canva for my thumbnails and things of that nature. And Adobe Express. But that's about it. So I think that's good for the update. I see we got some people watching. Y'all come on and comment. Let me know what y'all doing. What's going on out there? So my question to you is like how do you make your beat? Do you make the beat first and then you add the music to you? Do you make the music and then you add the beat? I kind of follow Illmind's regimen now. He said, well, the track should last on its own without the beat, then you add the drums. And I was listening to some producer recently, and they said they make all their melodies first, then they add the drums. He said, I know my music sounds like I do the drums first. But no, he does the melody first and then does the drums. But I could do it both ways, It's no problem. It's neither here or there. Then I also asked, what is your weapon of choice? What is your DAW of choice? Right now I'm rocking Ableton, and I love it. And shouts out to my man, Creative D. Will. He talked about Maschine and people having this misnomer of believing that Maschine and the MPC is a DAW, and they're not DAWs. They're VSTs, basically, that you can use inside of a DAW. And the thing that infuriates us, because he talked about this as well, is that then you have no native control when you pull your VST inside of a DAW, so sometimes he has to do a lot of dragging and dropping. So that's what I kind of did with the last time. I listened to the last video, and when I played the track at the end, I was so upset. I was so upset because the song didn't sound right at all. I was like, what the heck is this? So, what you hear in your monitors is totally different. And yes, I use OBS for recording my videos. So OBS is what I use to record the videos. I also use my camera. I have like 2 webcams. I have 2 Logitech webcams that I've had for years. So I pretty much use those to record the videos. Sometimes I don't like the way the video comes out. I would love to get that Logitech face cam because it's dope. I want to kind of hopefully encourage some of y'all because, it can get very irritating out here. You know what I mean? Especially when you want to do some things like hearing the news that Spotify is not going to pay smaller channels the same or smaller artists the same as the larger artists. You're like, come on. I'm like, don't people get hit enough? So now if you don't have the streams, you won't get paid like the other artists. So who knows where that's coming from? It's a bunch of mess. So I see you, Naj. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Najee. I see you do both as well, which is cool when it comes to making production and making beats. Oh yeah, and I have this, which is the Tascam recorder, the X8 porta capture. And the reason why I got this is because I did a tutorial and the audio came out horrible from OBS. And since that audio came out horrible, I was like, man, I'm not going through that again. So I will double track my audio going forward because I want it to sound better. I'm gonna see if this beat's gonna play because I added the drums and now it will sound right. So let me play this track in the background. And you know what? Let me show you. All right, here's the full display. And as you can see right here, booyah, boom, MPC, native. It's in here. Remind me later. So, you know, we got the new plugins and things of that nature. Can I go in here? I don't think it's ready for me yet. All right, so this was the beat. All right, I know what I gotta do. All right, so I gotta save this beat right here. All right, and then I'm gonna come out, menu, save project. Let that save because if I come here, right now it's not letting me go to file. See that? There's always some old glitchy mess going on. Same thing happens with when you put the MPC in here. So most people just drag and drop their files. In. So I'm getting ready to go into controller mode. So give me a second. It's going to go into controller mode. Yep. What is going on here? I hope my antivirus ain't jacking nothing up. Man, can I tell you this content creation thing is not all it's cracked up to be? So sometimes I sit here for hours in paralysis because I'm like, oh man, the video's not gonna come out right. My ideas ain't going right here. I recorded, you don't know, man, I've recorded like 6 different videos that I have not even given the opportunity to get put out there because it just didn't feel right. Because, you know, you compare yourself too much. But you got to fight through it anyway. You got to fight through it anyway. So now we're having a technical difficulty, which is bogus. I think you can. I do believe you can. If you're good at mixing and listening and you have a good ear, I think you can get a radio ready sound. Most people, I mean, it's a lot of people that all they got is their hardware, you know, and they make it work. I think you really can do it. What is going on here? Looks like we might have a crash, y'all. Ableton is not responding. Give me 1 second. Done. Get you out of there. Let me tell you the biggest thing that I need to do. I need to get another graphics card and a stronger CPU. I'm overclocking because I got good RAM, but I got an i5 processor. And this is what holds me up sometimes because it's a lot. The processing is a lot. What is going on here? Look like we're stuck. It's all about your ear, though. I'm tell you, Najee, it's all about your ear. You can get a great sound. Yeah, that's what's going on. This thing is glitching. I'm gonna shut it down. Close the program. Gave my dog on MPC a blue screen of freaking death. All right. So now it's now the MPC is now that I shut down live. It's working right. It says live has detected another active rewire host. No rewire device application will be available for use. Well, I'm glad people are watching. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it. Ableton, what is up? I just wanted to really, before I leave, I want to play this track. That's the biggest thing I want to do. I want to play this track, and I'm gonna call it a wrap after that. Got to get back to washing clothes, and that beeping is on my side, bro. I don't know what's going on with. I've tried to get rid of it. I've tried to disconnect different devices and do different things, and that is sound like I'm in the hospital. Give me 1 second. I've noticed one of the problems when stuff like that happens is that the sometimes you'll have too much USBs in your computer, and when you have too many USBs, what'll happen is that, or USB devices, there'll be an error because it can't read all the devices. All right, so we're going to try another track first and pull up another track and then see how that works. And then I'll go into the other thing. I'm not trying to sell you anything right now, but I am on Gumroad. I do have products on Gumroad. Look in the descriptions, links in the description. If you have MPCs and you want to see some tutorial videos, just there are the links in the description for the playlist. I also have the Roland SP404 that links in the description for that as well. If you want to try those and see how they're working, then about to throw up some videos of my daughter. You be leery of that too, because you don't want nobody on there for no what's the word I'm looking for? Felonious reasons or anything like that. But yeah, we'll see how that works. As you can see, I don't have these problems when I'm not running OBS. But now I got this going on. Y'all still with me? Thanks. I appreciate it. Time stretching with, I'm stretching time or or time stretching with the finally. lo-fi track I was working on. But let's see if it'll open now. All right, there we go. And after this, we're going to call it a wrap. Do. If you can hear that, that's the let me turn this down a little bit. You know what? I have a video. I do have a video on time stretching for the MPC. I also have a video on time stretching for the Maschine Plus. My time stretching video is a beginner video. What I would do in the beginning, like if I was just learning, kind of like bringing your sample in. And when you bring your sample in, you tap the tempo of the sample. If the sample isn't labeled, and then you basically you do trial and error and see if you can get it working. I think it's finally on now. You do trial and error to see if you can get it working, and then once you can get it set right, then you can go in and either pitch shift or you can go in and time stretch. It says MPC is already running. That's bogus. You know what? Let's go stand alone here. So yeah. So I do have a video. You can check that out. It's in my MPC videos, and it's like beginner. The graphics ain't the best, but I'm gonna update that video too. Remind me later. Empty project. All right, so let me get in here and see if I can get this to work right. Look like we're just gonna be all glitched up here tonight. Technical difficulties. All right, so on the controller mode. I don't know why it's acting up now. It was fine earlier today. Yeah, like it's not even recognizing it. So let me go to Task Manager. And that way I'll see if there's any MPC joints out there. No. Nope. Everything's working right. All right. Let's see. Finally? Nope. So you know what that means, everybody. We're gonna call it quits. I hear the music down. So everybody, y'all have a good night. Hope you liked the video so far and what we were trying to do. You have a great one. You enjoy yourself. Have a great day on tomorrow. And I'm going to say out. Peace. Peace, everybody. Thank you once again for coming. You know, if you want to check out the stuff that I have on Gumroad, check the links in the description. Check out the other videos. Make sure you subscribe. We got more videos coming. We're going to work through the glitches. We're going to get everything together. Thank y'all for growing with me. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one. Peace.